The RMX from Work Sharp is a knife that's been built to be used. It's no safe queen. We want this thing in your pocket. It's up for any task you throw at it. If we're gonna put our name on a knife, it better be sharp. Before any RMX leaves the factory floor, it goes through a 3-stage sharpening process where we grind the edge, we refine it, and then we finish it on leather. That leather provides a polish and bite to the edge you can't find on any other factory knife. And I'm here to show you how to keep it that way. If you've watched our content before, it may sound crazy, but we don't want you sharpening this any more than you have to. What I mean by that is maintain your edge. You're gonna wanna use something like a strop or a ceramic to maintain that edge and keep it in alignment. This will prevent having to sharpen as often, which means you don't remove as much material from your knife. That factory edge should hold up a long time, and these small steps can help it last even longer. Eventually, you will need to sharpen the knife. Let's show you how. Starting with the reverse Tanto, we wanted this thing to be super slicey, which means a thin profile that leads right down to a 15-degree edge. That's a steep angle. We're talking Japanese chef's knife steep. To do that on a pocket knife, the steel better be tough as hell. That's why we went with 3V. Typically on a steep knife like this, it's prone to chipping. 3V is tough. You're not gonna see chipping with it. It can maintain that edge, and your job is to keep it sharp. When it comes to sharpening the reverse Tanto, we recommend using the sharpener you're most comfortable with. What I recommend using is something that creates a flat grind, like a diamond stoned or this rod and clamp precision adjust sharpener. These will recreate that flat grind that we sent it out to from factory. What's nice about the precision adjust is it removes a lot of the user error and takes away the guesswork. You set the angle to 15 degrees, you clamp the knife in, and everything's set right in front of you to recreate that factory profile edge. If you do like to sharpen freehand on a stone, just know that you're gonna have to adjust for that 15-degree angle. It's gonna feel pretty flat on the stone. Here's me holding it at our 20-degree angle guide and then where it actually has to sit to hit 15. If you use a powered system, use light pressure and know that you're gonna create a bit of a convex on this. So using that light pressure will reduce the amount of material you remove. And if you have the option and you're using our blade grinding attachment, move that pulley to the front position to create as flat a grind as possible. No matter what system you sharpen with, one key tip to keep in mind whenever you're sharpening any reverse Tanto shaped blade is to watch the tip. Abrasives tend to want to round those off. So make sure that the abrasive's moving straight into the edge at the tip and not rounding that off. If you're using a powered system, be sure that belt doesn't get a chance to wrap around the edge, rounding the tip as well. This will make sure the tip of your knife stays sticky sharp, just like a cat claw. Before we get to the drop point, one thing I want to say real quick is 90% of you guys watching this aren't subscribed. Do us a favor, if this is helpful, like, subscribe down below. It really helps us out. Thanks guys, back to the show. When it came to the drop point, we wanted to design a knife that was built for all-around use. Where the reverse Tanto is a slicer, the drop point is used for everyday all-around tasks. So it needed a little bit wider bevel at a 20-degree angle. And the steel we chose was M390, another great all-around steel with great corrosion resistance and edge retention. Perfect for this type of blade style. When it comes to sharpening, use whatever sharpening system you're comfortable with, but these are my recommendations. Once again, I'm starting with the precision adjust. It's just easy to use and approachable. Takes the guesswork out, set the angle to 20 degrees, clamp the knife in, and go to town. Make sure you get a burr from heel to tip. That's the one tricky part with M390 is it takes a little bit more time to form that burr, but make sure you do or you're not gonna get sharp. If you prefer to sharpen freehand, just be sure to follow the curvature of that belly on the blade so that you get a nice, even, consistent grind all the way through, maintaining that factory profile. If you're using a powered system, same rules apply. Just be sure you make sure and stop on the tip and don't over rotate or you'll risk rounding. No matter what abrasive you're using, if you dig that tip into the edge, it's gonna round the tip, so be wary on these rounded edges to stop so you're still perpendicular to the abrasive. Hopefully this video helps you guys keep your RMX as sharp as the day you got it. If I leave you with one thing, it's don't underestimate the power of a strop or a hone. They can really prevent needing to sharpen as often. If you do want to learn more about our sharpeners, you can check out our other videos. I'll have something linked to a specific video about the precision adjust I recommended somewhere up here. If you want to find out more about our products or the RMX itself, head to worksharptools.com where you can find all that information. Thanks for watching, guys.